George Washington was an American military officer, statesman, and founding father who served as the first President of the United States from 1789 to 1797 years. Washington's first public office was serving as the official surveyor of Culpeper County, Virginia. Subsequently, he received his initial military training during the French and Indian War. He was later elected to the Virginia House of Burgesses and was named a delegate to the Continental Congress, where he was appointed Commanding General of the Continental Army. With this title, he commanded American forces the defeat and surrender of the British at the Siege of Yorktown during the American Revolutionary War. George Washington resigned his commission after the Treaty of Paris was signed in 1783. As president, he implemented a strong, well-financed national government while remaining impartial in a fierce rivalry between cabinet members Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton. Washington was a slave owner who had a complicated relationship with slavery. During his lifetime, he controlled a cumulative total of over 577 slaves, who were forced to work on his farms and wherever he lived, including the President's house in Philadelphia. As president, he signed laws passed by Congress that both protected and curtailed slavery. His will said that one of his slaves, William Lee, should be freed upon his death, and that the other 123 slaves must work for his wife and be freed on her death. She freed them during her lifetime to remove the incentive for hastening her death. Washington has been memorialized by monuments, a federal holiday, various media depictions, geographical locations, including the national capital, the state of Washington, stamps, and currency, and many scholars and ordinary Americans alike rank him among the greatest U.S. presidents. In 1976, Washington was posthumously promoted to the rank of General of the Armies of the United States, the highest rank in the United States Army. On December 12, 1799, Washington inspected his farms on horseback. He returned home late and had guests over for dinner. He had a sore throat the next day. That evening, he complained of chest congestion but was still cheerful. On Saturday, he awoke to an inflamed throat and difficulty breathing, so he ordered Estate Overseer George Rawlins to remove nearly a pint of his blood. Bloodletting was a common practice of the time. Washington's death came more swiftly than expected. 385, on his deathbed, he instructed his private secretary to wait 3 days before his burial, out of fear of being entombed alive. His last words were, "'Tis well." He was 67 years old.